perspective is in fact not reality. However, perspective is individual reality. So I want to give a little bit of clarification on what I mean by perspective. Your perspective is basically your specific position in seeing things. So, easy way to put it is, let's say there's 5 people around this water bottle. One person's on this side, one person's on that side, one person's on that side, one person's on that side, so forth. Um, they can all see different parts of the bottle. So one person sees this 100% recycled right here, while another person doesn't see it. And in reality, it's all there, but because of that person's specific perception, perspective, they don't see it the way that another person sees it. And you'll see this in a lot of conversations more and more as you get older, especially. It's just that people are really tied into their perspectives, and it's hard to relay things or receive things from them because their perspective is literally riddled all throughout it. And if you would like to become a better communicator, which I think this has helped me, is just to get rid of your perspective, look at it from another person's point of view. You get what I'm saying? That's that saying, put yourself in someone else's shoes. Literally just put yourself in their perspective. And that's step number one, being able to put yourself in another person, individual's perspective. But you need to also be able to do it collectively. Say, what is the collective perspective on this? You know what I'm saying? That's like, you can compare that to macroeconomics. But perspective is anything that comes into our perception. So if I perceive this thing, I am now creating a perspective, including that perception. But that's why it matters to look back over your life, look back over the things that have gone on, because it shapes your perspective. And in many situations, just like I spoke of in communication, you can allow your perspective to literally get in the way of understanding a person, conversing with a person, being okay with a person, being okay with situations, like your individual perspective. However, based on how it was shaped, bro, like, you got different stuff you going up against. And perspective is not reality. Reality is one thing. Um, Reality is this ongoing circle. It's like a curve that's just so long it makes a circle. You know what I'm saying? It's not even a line. It's not even a continuous line. But I would, just say, look at it as a continuous line. It's just one continuous line, and everybody's individual perspective is all of these lines that are, you know what I'm saying, like splits inside of the line. They're not the complete line, but they're splits inside of the line. And when you claim that you know truth, 100% truth, you claim that you have a perspective that is all encompassing. And we all know that only one being has that. I'm looking at this bee right here. It's a couple of them, but they chilling, you know what I'm saying? They just doing their things. Honestly, bro, I really feel like animals really don't even be worried about us. It just be when they, you know what I'm saying, when we mess with something that they like or they care about, you know what I'm saying? But they don't really be bothering you for the most part. A lot of people make videos saying perspective is reality, and I can agree with that for the masses to take that um, definition as true, because it will get people to change their perspective much easier. But in reality, we know that this person's individual perspective is very limited. Our senses are always lying to us, and they help us create things inside of our mind based on the limited information that we have. And that is very dangerous to rely on when you're in conversation or if you're talking about information, because it presents unreliable results and unreliable concepts. So when you are talking to somebody, even when you're going into a situation, know that your perspective is directly impacting how you feel about that situation, and you can consciously say, hey, I don't necessarily want this thing to impact this situation that I'm about to go into. So let me, you know what I'm saying, just chill out my perspective a little bit. But yeah, man, love yourselves, and I will catch y'all in my next video. Bro, these bees are chilling, but it'd be like you're taught something, and this is actually tying into the same point. It's like you're taught something. You're taught that bees are very dangerous, bees sting, bees all whatever. And maybe you've been stung before, and so that's all going into your perspective. And now in this moment, past all of those moments that have created your perspective, you're now seeing a bee, and now you get this feeling of like, I don't really want to be next to this motherfucker. I don't want to be here. Should I move? Should I, you know what I'm saying? All of this stuff. When if those things were not in your perspective, you may not even feel that way. You get what I'm saying? Like you may feel the same way that you feel about a dragonfly that's coming around. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to do nothing to you. So that's how your perspective impacts you. And yeah, I'll catch y'all on my next video. Peace.